Hey guys, welcome to another question of the day. Today's question is, what's it like being a plastic surgeon? That is a very loaded question, and I want to talk about the different aspects of probably what the perception of plastic surgery is, but I also want to talk about the things that maybe you don't think about that I do still love about the profession, but that make, being a doctor and being a surgeon very real like anything else. So what do I love about being a plastic surgeon? I think the reason I chose plastic surgery was I realized early on that plastic surgery was a diverse field where we could do cosmetic and reconstructive procedures. We get to operate on older patients, younger patients, and middle-aged patients, and that really grabbed me. I like the fact that we do have the cash pay side of the business because let's face it, insurance is getting tougher and tougher. It's getting harder and harder for doctors who just rely on insurance to keep their doors open because it's very difficult to get reimbursed for procedures. So having some of the cash pay side of the business, that is a perk of what I do, and I do enjoy it. Is it all glamour and glitz and Lamborghinis and Porsches? No, that's not my lifestyle, that's not who I am. Do I have a job that affords me to be able to make good money and live a good life? Absolutely, and that's a huge benefit to what I do. That's not what drives me and that's not what motivates me. It's a side perk of what I do for a living and what I enjoy to do. So what I do like about the cosmetic side, and by the way, everything I do, whether it's reconstructive or cosmetic, to me is cosmetic because I'm doing things to change the way that the body appears. In doing that, we're essentially helping people look and feel their best. And why is that important? Well, we all get up and look in the mirror. We're our own worst critics. And so why is it important that you look and feel your best? When you look and feel your best, that carries over into your relationships in life, that carries over into your workplace, it carries in how you just walk around and feel about yourself with your chest held high. When you feel like you look and feel your best, you are your best, which means you're in your best position to impact other people's lives because you feel so great about yourself. The fact that I can change things cosmetically for patients and have them feel that way is such a plus to my job. Do I take care of patients who just come in here who are plastic surgery, driven and all they do is have procedure after procedure? No, I really don't get those patients. The kinds of cosmetic patients that I get that I love about my job are people who've put in the work to look and feel their best. They've maximized things like meal planning and exercising, and now they have areas of their body that they just want to look or feel better, or something like the nose. I had a rhinoplasty when I was 24. And the reason I had a rhinoplasty, I've talked about this before, is I looked in the mirror and I always saw my nose. And that affected me. I wasn't depressed. I didn't feel down about myself. I had a mental recognition that seeing my nose bothered me and it affected me in a certain way. So I had a rhinoplasty when I was 24 and I went from seeing my nose all the time to then looking at my face and not seeing my nose, which helped me carry myself in a different way. So being able to do that from the cosmetic perspective is so fulfilling and so amazing. I think one of the things that the public at large doesn't get to think about or talk about with plastic surgery is the magnitude of the reconstructive work that we do. Not all plastic surgeons do reconstructive work. Some have become only cosmetic surgeons, some do both, and some just do reconstructive work. For me, I've liked and enjoyed a balance of both. Since I'm general surgery trained, breast cancer is something that's been near and dear to me my whole career. And I told myself that when I got out, I was going to continue helping breast cancer patients. Luckily enough for me in plastic surgery, I am able to do the reconstructive procedures for that. We do microsurgery where we take tissue from one part of the body connected to an artery and a vein, we disconnect it and move it to another part of the body, and under the microscope, reattach those blood vessels so the tissue will live, and we can do that to reconstruct a breast, to reconstruct a face after a bad car accident or a burn victim. There's a multitude of things that we do in the reconstructive world that you guys don't get to see that are extremely fulfilling. But with that comes a lot of negative as well. It's not all rainbows and unicorns. I've had women in their early 40s to late 30s pass away from breast cancer, and I have to take that home with me. Just like other oncologists and other doctors have to deal with sick patients, I too still deal with sick patients. So when you consider and think about plastic surgery, don't think about it as just glamour and glitz, Lamborghinis and money, 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 because that's not what it's all about. One of the things that I have mentored and told all of my pre-med students along the way is this: if money is your motivation in medicine, pick something else. There are so many other ways in this world that you can make money and live a fulfilling life with all the toys and homes and dreams that you could ever want for yourself. But if you're looking to actually make impact in a person's life and you want to make change and help people, then becoming a doctor can be a great thing. And for me, that's what plastic surgery has become, and it's why I enjoy it so much. And the harder I work and the more things that I do, the more fortunate I become with the financial side, because I'm doing it for the right reasons. And so people gravitate to that. So that is a great question, and I'm glad you asked it, because I always love and enjoy to talk about why I chose what I chose. And I hope that that motivates young doctors to be out there to potentially become plastic surgeons. So I appreciate you asking that question. And again, you guys ask the question and I will answer it. Have a great day.